What's up YouTube? Skyline Tradition back with another video. I'm going to go through October's birthday shoutouts. Only 2 more months of birthday shoutouts after this. And I encourage you to go back and watch January through September. You can find them all on my previous history in my channel. And for every month, going through all the birthdays that have that have birthdays in that month that I go through. So this is October, so we're going to go through all the Green Bay Packers that are in the Team Hall of Fame or NFL Hall of Fame that have birthdays in October. It's just kind of a fun way to show off the collection. So let's start out here with this guy. Better Than Ezra Johnson. 1981 Topps. I have this card in the grade of a 10. This card's Pop 12. He played with the Packers from 77 to 87. And he actually recorded 20.5 sacks in 78, but they actually didn't start keeping sack totals until 1982. So this guy had a really good start to his career, made a Pro Bowl, and there we have it. Better Than Ezra Johnson. There's the back. Yeah, I always find that interesting that they didn't keep track of stats, the statistic, until 1982. I think that's pretty interesting. So there's a lot of guys before that you don't really know how many sacks they really had, and they're not really figured into the all-time leader of stats. So then let's go to October 7th. A lot of you will recognize this guy, Charles Woodson, one of my favorite NFL players of all time. I really enjoy defense. So now Ezra Johnson, the card I just showed you, is in the Packers Team Hall of Fame. Charles Woodson is not in the Team Hall of Fame yet, but this card goes to the all-time Packers set, which is different than the Team Hall of Fame set. In the all-time Packers set, the rookie card is used of their true rookie card is used, not just their first appearance in a Packers uniform. So obviously Chuck Woodson's rookie was with the Raiders. Love this card right here. It's from a really iconic set, the 98 SP Authentic. It's a set that has the Amon Green rookie for Packer fans, albeit he's with the Seahawks in that card. And, of course, the Peyton Manning rookie and the Randy Moss rookie as well. Not super easy to get a PSA 10 on these. I think this is Pop 31. There's been 268 graded by PSA, so that's about an 11% PSA 10 rate. Really nice looking card, though. Just love Charles Woodson, and of course these were numbered out of 2000. Really happy with that card there. We'll put him off to the side there for now. Yeah, but 11%, that's not a big PSA 10 rate. These cards chip and scratch very easily. So October 7th for Charles Woodson. Then October 10th, we've got a guy that everybody will recognize. But I have 3 cards to show too. This is 92 Topps Brett Favre rookie card. Now this card here is the card that's actually used in the Team Hall of Fame set. There's been much debate about that though, as everybody that's kind of doing that Packers set really prefers the 92 Stadium Club card, which I'll show in just a second. But because this was the original card that was in the set, we're having a hard time getting this card pulled and getting that other card put in. Been kind of working on that for the last 2 years. Maybe I'll have to message them again. So this card's pretty cheap. You can find this for about 20 bucks or so in PSA 10. And then the 92 Stadium Club card would be this card. It's the High Series card. And this card goes for quite a bit more. It goes for about 175, 200 bucks. And it's the more sought after card of Favre with his first Packers uniform appearance. And on the back it actually shows his true rookie card there, which is kind of nice, which of course they spelled wrong, F-A-R-V-E. That's not how you spell the name. That's how you spell the name, F-A-V-R-E. So that's the card we would like to get in the set, but technically it's not part of any set right now. And here is of course the 91 Stadium Club card. This goes to the NFL Hall of Fame Packers set. So you can see the name misspelling there, F-A-R-V-E. This card I just remember growing up I always wanted this card growing up, but never could afford it. So but they're pretty prevalent, though. You can get them for about 90 or $100. I think you can pick these up for the Favre rookies. Really a cool card. So that's part of the NFL Hall of Fame set. And there's no doubt that Woodson's going to be part of the NFL Hall of Fame set, because I guarantee you he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer whenever his time comes up. And then let's go to skip ahead to October 18th. So we got a couple of all-timers here. We'll start out with the first one. This is from one of my favorite vintage football sets, 1961 Topps. Look at that! Look at those deep red, vivid colors, and then the black on the nameplate. These cards were notorious for not holding up well, just because in the red you get fish eyes. This one has one you can see right there by my finger, but some of these cards are just full of them and all over the place. You can see another one there in the black. So those little print effects pretty much make gem in 10s almost impossible. I don't think there is any gem in 10s in 61. You'd have to you might have to look and let me know. But and then of course the blue borders on the background, that didn't help either. Very susceptible to wear, but really love the 61 Topps set. There's some big time Packers cards in there. In addition to the Boyd Dowler, you got the and this is his rookie, of course. And you know, Boyd Dowler was no slouch. He was rookie of the year in 1959. Played with the Packers from 59 to 69, and won 2 Pro Bowls, 5 championships, and he is actually part of the 60s All-Decade team. And the PSA 9 rate for this is 4.4%, so good luck getting a PSA 9. Not a lot out there. One of my favorites, though, for sure. Boyd Dowler card. And in 61 Topps, also Henry Jordan, who's an NFL Hall of Famer. His rookie's from 61 Topps. And then Jim Taylor's first year in a Packers uniform is from 61 Topps as well. And also having a birthday on October 18th, which by coincidence is actually today. This guy right here, Forrest Gregg, really is an all-timer. This is his rookie from 1960 Topps. And, man, he played with the Packers from 56 and then took a year off. And then from 58 to 70, 5-time champ, 9 Pro Bowls, the 75th NFL anniversary team, one of the best offensive linemen of all time. Beautiful card right there. There's a pretty common print effect you see, that little yellow blotch right there. Most have it, some don't. Doesn't really take away from the grade necessarily. You're allowed 1 print defect if it doesn't take away, if there are no other issues with the card. So there's the back. Again, those green borders, I mean, gem and 10s are pretty much impossible for 60 Topps as well. So this particular card here, the Forrest Gregg rookie is Pop 23. There are no 10s graded. There's been 670 graded, so it's got a PSA 9 rate of 3.4%, which is not very high at all. So, love that card there. And let's skip ahead to the 19th, which is tomorrow. October 19th, another Packers quarterback, all-timer Lynn Dickey. This is Lynn Dickey's first year in a Packers uniform. He's part of the Packers Team Hall of Fame set. His rookie's from a few years before. I believe he became a Packer a few years later. I think he started with the Oilers, I want to say. This card's Pop 9 right here. Kind of funky colors. There's the back. Of course, no logos on these cards. From the late 70s, you can see just it says Packers, but there's no actual Packer symbol. And then on the 20th, so the next day after that, it's another Packers former quarterback, Zeke Kowski. This is an extremely hard set, 1971 Topps. Barely any 10s graded ever in the whole set. This is graded an 8.5, which is pretty good. The rate at getting an 8.5 or a 9 is 7.7%. So, pretty darn good grade considering the card. Obviously, colored borders chip really easily, and they show white. There's the back. Pretty decently centered card, too. Happy to have that one in the collection. Gotta make room for these guys here. Put him back there. And got a few cards left here. Here we have the Polish Prince, Chester Markol, was born in Poland from 1973 Topps. This is his rookie card. His birthday is October 24th. And this card's pop 55 with 2 graded higher. I almost grabbed a 10 earlier this year, but I just didn't want to pay the premium that it went for. But this one is a pretty nice looking 9, I think. So, just a beautiful looking card there. Of course, Chester Markol, he actually came out with a book about substance abuse. Apparently back in the 70s when he was kicking for the Packers, he was on cocaine and alcohol and all kinds of stuff. So it's an interesting book. And then moving to October 31st, there's actually 2 people with birthdays on that month. We'll start out with NFL Hall of Famer Cal Hubbard here. This is from 74 Fleer Hall of Fame, which is a kind of a cool set. They're kind of condition sensitive. This one's graded an 8 ST, which is a stain, and you can see the little bit of wax staining on the back. So you get docked about 2 points, so it's really kind of like a PSA 6 or an 8 with a stain qualifier. I don't have many cards with the qualifiers, but this one looks great except for that wax stain on the back. And he was just a great Hall of Famer for the Packers, an all-timer NFL Hall of Famer. And this is actually, they do make perfect fit sleeves for these, believe it or not, for these tall boys. So I recommend if you have some tall boys, go find the perfect fit sleeves for them. They work really well. And then also on the 31st is this guy here. I have 2 cards that I'll show. This is the card used for the Team Hall of Fame set, Ted Fritsch Sr. He's actually he's a Wisconsin native. I believe he's from Spencer, Wisconsin. I believe the high school football field there is named Fritsch Field. And beautiful looking card there. This one's graded an 8. You don't see these come up very much at all. This card's pop 12, 3 graded higher. No 10s, of course. '48 Bowman. Beautiful card there. Love the backs of these Bowman cards too. Or you can send in to get the Indian clip-on bracelet, which is pretty neat. So happy to have that Ted Fritsch Sr. And then also here's for his 48 Leaf version of his card. Excellent. This one's graded a 4. This doesn't go to actually any set, but I just wanted to pick it up because I love the nicknames they throw in there. Ted the Bull Fritsch. And you can see a few of the print defects and fisheyes in here. Of course, this set is notorious for trimming, 1948 Leaf. But, you know, this one looks pretty darn good. It's got the full borders. I'm not sure why it's a PSA 4, though. Typically a 4 means there's a small crease somewhere on the card. But I, for the life of me, can't seem to find it. So this has to be the nicest 4 that I've ever seen. Really nice looking card there. So, and then finally, this guy right here. It's an aspiring baseball player. May not have been much to look at back in the day, but he was tenacious beneath the surface. That's actually a picture of me from my old Little League team back in the day. Pretty funny. I actually came across this a year or 2 ago when I was going through some of my big bin of cards that I had gotten from my parents' house, and this was in there, so pulled it out and just kind of keep it around, and it's a good talking point. My birthday is actually October 28th of this month, so I guess I can include myself in the birthday shoutouts. I am not a Hall of Famer. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Only 2 more months to go. Again, I really enjoyed doing these videos. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you guys all have a great day.